Greetings all. I'm terribly sorry not to be able to be with you today, but the Africa Centre for Holistic Management is well represented by Trey Cates and Seth Itzkan. So let me take a moment of your time to talk to you about what the award did for us. Firstly, we were just incredibly amazed. That was the first reaction we had, because livestock are universally condemned for causing desertification and climate change, whereas it is management that is doing it, and we were putting forward a management process where the world looks to technology.
Cattle go everywhere on this land because they are the tool producing the wildlife habitat, making the rainfall more effective, etc. Do you see how much oxidizing grass just dying? You can see the amount of oxidized. Do you all see it? Yes. That's the big sort of evil that leads to woody vegetation taking over, grasslands dying out in the seasonal rainfall environments, or what brittle environments as we call them, that are about 2/3 of the world. Now, as you go around, you're going to see that we've got way too few cattle to keep pace with the production now. And so the instruction to the herders is do the best you can on the grazing plan, etc. But if they see an area like this where a lot of oxidation is occurring, just crowd the cattle in. So the cattle are what will trample this down and keep the grass alive and prevent this process.
So that was an incredible ability, foresight, I don't know what to call it, of Buckminster Fuller Institute to be able to go outside the norms and consider a management proposal such as we had. Now, the second thing we did that helped us a lot was, for the first time, we had a sum of money which was not earmarked for desperate survival and necessary things, and so we spent it with the agreement of all staff from the bottom up, as we called it, and we began to be able to improve the lives of the people doing the most urgent work, the men and women who are out day and night herding the cattle as a tool to regenerate soils, land and biodiversity.
We're running one herd here at Pangombe, and it's a herd of 546 cattle all together. We do move our crows after 7 days. We normally do have special sites for where we site our crows. We don't just go there without any reason. Mostly we site our crows on bay lands. You do have your land, and you mark the number of paddocks you are supposed to have, so that you start to make your grazing plan. You have to go around all your paddocks to check the forage quantity and the volume of amount of hold in that paddock, so that at the end of the day you give the rating for each paddock. This is the grazing plan we are following. Right here we put the numbers presenting the days to be spent in each paddock.
Dixon and the herders are the most knowledgeable people about the paddocks. They know where the water is, they know where they're going to move the cattle, and their simple rule is take them out at dawn, bring them back last light, water them usually about midday or somewhere there, but don't graze the same area more than about 3 days, so that at the end of the season it will have had at least 2 months or whatever recovery period they're planning.
So that was a tremendous help to our staff. Now, most important of all was that the award opened doors for us, boosted our morale, our confidence. Buckminster Fuller Institute staff went out of their way to help open doors, and it really began to, for us, change everything. And it led ultimately, not directly from it, but all helping to us being able to give a TED talk that went viral, and it led eventually to there now being about 30 locally managed, locally led holistic management hubs around the world. In fact, on 6 continents, everywhere now except Arctic and Antarctic, where people are beginning to collaborate. Universities, organizations, ordinary people, collaborating and leading the way with resource management. And really, we owe a tremendous amount of that to the Buckminster Fuller Institute. Again, I'm sorry I'm not with you today, but have a wonderful day.